right up. For Toronto, their incredible journey continues. Ripping through this schedule, never looking back. Even on the road tonight, you can bet this team will come out swinging. Coming right up.
Do the rock away. Lean back. It ain't never gonna stop. Search. Lean back. Lean back.
A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. And a moment now to look at how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up as we close out the year. Still lots of games left. Here are the rookies off and running in the early going. You look at the great one, not in the top 5 currently, but he's amidst some terrific talent nonetheless, and there's still plenty of time for him.
And what an influx of young talent that it's come into the league this year. No question, this group is ready for life in the NBA. The competition for the Rookie of the Year award is going to be intense.
And what's interesting, some of these guys are already getting a ton of minutes, earning their coach's trust.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. We've got the Doctor, get out there with the great one, and there's Davis. And for New Orleans, they've got Rain Man. He's out there with the Wizard, and it's Mills in at the 4. Pass to Big Smooth. 5 to shoot. There's a good screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Here's the Doctor, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Rain Man. Last game he had 13. Right wing. And the kid picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to Big Smooth. Shot clock at 5. And another turnover here by New Orleans. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. The great one passes to Davis. Shots good by the Doctor. The Doctor's got 6 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to the Wizard. And the 3-ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For New Orleans, their last game a loss to Vancouver. And here is Jenkins. To the inside. All alone. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Jenkins.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Pass to Rain Man. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's the Wizard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. It's certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
New Orleans with the ball, trailing by 2.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots. But on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, it was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Pass to Rain Man. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jenkins. Fast break Toronto. And here they go. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Oh, great ball movement there.
New Orleans trails by 6. Here's Rain Man. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Toronto, they've gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
First free throw is good. And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Pass to Mills. Here's the Wizard. Back to Mills. 6 to shoot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
Perez is checked in for Toronto. New Orleans shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Now here's Jenkins. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Mills. Here's the Wizard. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Driving in. Perez's shot is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
New Orleans trails by 7. And Shea gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Melo's checked in for Jenkins.
Substitution on the court.
It's tipped, and here's the break. Here's Perez. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Another shot. Nails the baby hook.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Rain Man. Here's the Wizard. Inside. Here's Mills, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Toronto leading by 9. Pass to Melo. Here's the great one. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a rejump.
Six on the shot clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Coming into the floor for New Orleans, number 67. Number 67.
New Orleans trails by 9. Here's the Wizard. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Toronto leading by 9. Melo with it. Still yet to score. The great one passes to Melo. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Down low. Here's the Wizard. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's the great one. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
New Orleans moving it around. It's stolen by G. Fast break, Toronto. The great one passes to Perez.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. And you look at the Wizard. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
The 17-footer. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Roach passes to Perez. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, boy, has he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by G. Here's Melo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. New Orleans trails by 14. Here's the Wizard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the wing jumper off target. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Roach passes to Perez. Now Melo. He has 5. Pass to the Great One. Pocket 4. Good on the 3-point shot.
3 points.
The Great One's got 5 points so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's the Wizard. Shot to stop the run. And so it's Toronto out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And they need to continue that edge on defense. If your opponent is rattled, just dial up the pressure even more.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, we've got Davis. Wizard out there with the doctor. Then it's the kid, and it's the Great One in at the point. For Toronto, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. The first free throw is good. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Big Smooth. 12 points his last outing. Here's the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Toronto leading by 18. And here is Jenkins. He had 15 points last outing. Outside, Davis. Pass to the doctor. Takes it inside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now.
Here's Big Smooth. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal
No
foul,
question, he got
first team
bumped
foul.
on that shot.
For New Orleans, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. Toronto leading by 16. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The great one passes to the doctor. And he goes in for the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pass to Big Smooth. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Big Smooth. Pocket 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To the middle, here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Here's Big Smooth. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Ooh, that's right in the face of the D.
You know, he dealt with the pressure like it was nothing. And the kid picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
New Orleans trails by 16. Big Smooth the pass to Mills. And that's a foul called on the doctor. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Pass to Mills. Here's Big Smooth. And it's Melo with the rebound. Down low. Ball stolen. Here's Rain Man. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Perez, he's checked in for Toronto.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Here's the doctor. 9 points in the game so far. 5 on the clock. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam to the inside. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Rain Man. New Orleans moving the ball around. For 3. Toronto grabs the miss. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Melo. Oh, and the dunk by Melo.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Rain Man. Pass to Big Smooth. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
She's checked in for Melo, and he sinks the second. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. For New Orleans, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Toronto leading by 15. Here's Roach. Scoreless thus far. Here's the doctor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Toronto shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. New Orleans trails by 17. Here's the Wizard. 11 points in the game. Pass to Rain Man. Here's the Wizard. And again, no good by New Orleans.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And yet that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And he can't get the first one. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The doctor passes to Perez. Here's the great one. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's the great one. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Perez. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Andrews. Still scoreless. And good that time.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Toronto leading by 17. Here's the doctor. 15 points in the game. Pass to Perez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for the away team, Perez taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. and he can't hit the second. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA players.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And now it's time to look at our rookie leaderboard and see which of the first-year players are tops in assists during the last month. Well, you look at the great one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved. And, of course, Big Smooth, he's in that same group.
Playing unselfishly, and they're way ahead as far as processing the game and making decisions offensively. The past month bears that out.
Here's Rain Man. He's got 5. New Orleans moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Pass to the Wizard. Good for his 6th make, and it doesn't attempt, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. .151 left to play here in the half. Pass to Roach. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto on Sunday and then on Wednesday.
And looking at the Vancouver matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
New Orleans trails by 17. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Here's the Wizard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Roach. Here's Perez. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
New Orleans has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Rain Man. He's got 5. From about 19 feet, Perez with the rebound. Perez has got his 5th rebound in this one. The doctor can't get it to go. New Orleans trails by 19. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the Wizard. 15 points in the game. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's the doctor. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Team is in the penalty.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Just hasn't found his form at the line here in the first half.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Toronto with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for Toronto.
They're teaching a course on the interior, Shaq, the philosopher of the big Aristotle.
Yeah, pounded in there repeatedly. Excellence is a habit, not an action. That is a quote from the OG.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
You know, right now for New Orleans, you watch their games. They've had some highs, some lows. Still putting it all together.
Which you could say about... And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, the doctor has been exceptional here today, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, the key is to be in an attack mindset but still play under control. When you do that, good things tend to happen.
Toronto leading by 21. Is it out there with Rain Man? Then it's Big Smooth, and it's Mills in at the power forward. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Misses from the corner.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's the Wizard. That shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Here's the doctor. Pass to Davis. Now here's Mello. 4 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 8.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
And regardless of the big lead, he just doesn't slow down.
Here's Big Smooth. The shot, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul, first team foul.
For New Orleans, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
49, taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Toronto making a change here. Jenkins checked in. He hits the second from the line. 90 seconds now into the second half. Covered by Mills. Pass to the great one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rain Man.
Number 49.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Now Jenkins. Here's the great one. Hits it from 3-point range. The great one's got 8.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Pass to Mills. To the paint. Here's the Wizard. And the layup's good off the glass. The Wizard's got 19 points.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Here's the great one. The 3. The shot comes out. New Orleans trails by 21. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Big Smooth. 5 points in the game. There's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
For New Orleans, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Outside, Davis. Pass to the doctor. Driving to the basket.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, the league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Perez, he's checked in for Davis, and Melo's subbed in for Jenkins. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's the great one. He's got 8. The doctor passes to Perez, and yes, it's good. Perez has got 14.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. You can just chalk up the points when these guys get to the line. Here are your top free throw shooters for the past month. We'll take a look at Melo, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Here's Big Smooth. He has 5. No good on the quick 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now here's Melo. Not a lot of room. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Here's the doctor, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Number 7.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
And they call an illegal screen here.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Mills, how he performed last season. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And you're right. Not only did he dial it up from deep all year, he did it with tremendous consistency. That's the kind of three-point efficiency you want. She's checked in for Toronto. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Inside, here's the Wizard, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
6 to shoot. It's up a 3. And again, no good by New Orleans. Now here's Melo. He's got 7. Here's the great one. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Here's the Wizard. He's got 22. Driving the lanes, and that one is hammered home.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Toronto leading by 23. The great one passes to Perez. To the wing right side. They set the pick. Here's the great one. And he comes up with the deuce. The great one's got 10 points in the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's the Wizard. Pass to Andrews. Here's Big Smooth. And he drives in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And Melo slams it in.
Timeout.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Big Dog is checked in for the great one. And so here is New Orleans. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Andrews. To the middle. Here's the Wizard. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Here's Big Dog. Oh, good with the triple.
So the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Down low, here's the Wizard. Out of hand on it. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Jenkins is checked in for Toronto.
Substitution for Toronto. Number 35, Jenkins.
Here's the Wizard. 24 points for him. Hands it from downtown. The Wizard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Here's Perez. Pass to Jenkins. Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Most players would give anything for that kind of vertical.
But he's not giving it away. He wants to keep it all for himself.
Now, it is something special to be born with that kind of verticality. He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Rain Man checked in for New Orleans. There's 1:54 left in the third. Four on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
He's perfect from the line this time. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Pass to the Wizard. Lays it up and banks it in. The Wizards got 16 here in the second half.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
To the paint. Cuts off the pass. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Jenkins. Here's the great one. Now here's Davis. Sinks that one from the post. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
Shooting for Toronto, Jenkins, 2 shots.
The first one falls. The doctor's checked in for Toronto. And so he hits both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the screen. Tries from 10, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to the great one. Here's the doctor. And it's blocked. And so it's Toronto holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Get out there with the great one. Then there's the doctor. Then it's the Wizard. And it's Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Toronto leading by 20. It's deflected. Mills with the steal. Here's Big Smooth. To the middle. Trying to find Mills. Gets it to him. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Toronto working the ball around now. It's good from long range. And Toronto leads by 21.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pass to the Wizard. The 15-footer, good. The Wizards got 35 in the game.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the away team, Davis. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
Fifth personal foul, second team foul. At the line for New Orleans, number 49, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Number 49.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
To the right side. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Big Smooth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Toronto leading by 22. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
To Toronto. Substitution for Toronto. Number 3. Kyler. Number 3.
Jenkins with it. Pass to Davis. Jacks up a 3. A Wizard with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And here's Mills. And it's Mello with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Here's the Wizard. Lays it up off the glass. The Wizards got 6 here in this quarter.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.